You know, it's interesting. Sometimes the best sets are accidental to some degree, which is, I think this falls into that. So, by the way, I want to introduce our special guest here, former Mint Director David J. Ryder. David, thanks for spending some time with us. David was instrumental in some of the most important changes, monumental things in the United States Mint history, the change of the American Silver Eagle in 2021, the Morgan and Peace Silver Dollar program. I mean, you know, dozens and dozens and dozens.
Liberty program.
Of different, what is that? 30?
Liberty program.
Yeah, we got the Liberty, all this stuff. He did all this amazing stuff. And those have value in and of themselves, and that program was built for that. Well, sometimes we have a series or a set that comes to light accidentally after the fact. And that's really kind of what we have here. And we brought in David to kind of talk a little bit about kind of almost the inner workings of the Mint, how something like this can happen. Because traditionally, for many, many, many years, the United States Mint made all the Silver Eagles at West Point. Like you said, you know, they were doing that for years, and they did the old style silver, and they started laser engraving the dies so that West Point could do all of the minting. And then what happened is in 2017, they made some coins at Philadelphia Mint and San Francisco Mint as well. Now, they do not bear mint marks as their bullion coins. So the only way to identify them is in 2017, the United States Mint actually put like straps on the boxes so you knew. But some enterprising coin dealer, through the Freedom of Information Act, asked the United States Mint, actually the United States Treasury, said, hey, where were all the coins minted for the American Silver Eagle program? Where and when and what were the box numbers? And given the fact that the Freedom of Information Act here for the United States government, they answer those questions. And we got this letter, and it was interesting. So David looked at this letter. He says, "Oh yeah, I know, Michael." You know, obviously. So this is the Office of Corporate Communications. Tells us, this is a response to your letter. Yes, we did make it in other mints prior to 2017. We just didn't label them. And then they sent this fantastic chart where every Silver Eagle was made. And if you look, 17, we knew that they were doing here. But in 2016, they also made them at San Francisco and at Philadelphia. In 2015, they made a few at Philadelphia. This right here, if you remember this coin, 79,000 coins made at Philadelphia in 2015. That coin by itself in Mint State 70 is a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 coin. So in 2016, they made 4 million San Francisco mints, 1 million Philadelphia mints, and 32 million West Point mints. Now the problem is there's no mint mark on them. So the only identifying feature along with this letter also came the box numbers. So we had to go find sealed boxes of those coins from 2016. So what I want David to explain to us is, why would they mint it at other mints? You know, I mean, since West Point is kind of its charter is to make all the American Silver Eagles, and it wasn't a program, but how did it talk? And you and I talked about it before, and it's really a pretty simple, everyday kind of solution.
You know, I wasn't there back in those days, so I might be wrong on this, but I don't think I am. There's a very nice lady that runs the West Point Mint that does almost all of the manufacturing of the Eagles up in West Point, New York, right on the West Point Military Academy. And I might be wrong on this, but around 2008 or 9, the volume of Eagles doubled. And it doubled in the 20 millions, 30 millions, 40 millions for quite a long time. And my suspicion is Ellen, who is a fantastic superintendent up in West Point, couldn't handle it all. They had to go someplace else.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that because I did this in some of our programs when I was Mint Director the second time, that we would ask Philadelphia to mint.
Sure.
We would also ask West Point or San Francisco to mint. All are great facilities run by great superintendents, and they always did a very wonderful
just trying to
job.
help out.
You know, you have to move equipment. You got to get the right equipment to do this type of thing. And I'm sure at that period of time there was a transition to equip the other facilities to be able to manufacture.
To just help out.
Help out.
When all of a sudden you take, traditionally the U.S. Silver Eagle from 1986 till about 2008 made about 8 million coins a year. Then all of a sudden it goes from 8 million to 20 million to 30 million to 40 million. Obviously, and they did a great job, like you said, for years and years. And it's not like Philadelphia made a lot of coins, and that's the key to this. Is Philadelphia, there was only 1 million coins. That's exceptionally rare, exceptionally rare. It's one of the rarest Silver Eagles ever made by the United States Mint. And without mint marks, you have to have original boxes. Now, here's the thing. Without the mint marks, and you have to have original boxes, this information didn't come out in 2016 or 2017. It came out in early 2018 by the time they answered the Freedom of Information Act. By that time, many of these boxes had already been opened. Once the box is opened, it can't be certified. These coins have to be certified. You cannot get these coins uncertified. And then we come to the second thing that I want you to talk about just a little bit. So we have, West Point Mint. There's lots of coins. West Point Mint 2016 and 70, even with your signature, is a $150 coin or so. San Francisco Mint, all of a sudden 10 times rarer, with your signature in 70, all of a sudden becomes hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But the key coin is the Philadelphia minted coin, which is this coin right here. For some reason, not only did they not make that many, the quality, it's not necessarily the quality when they minted it, but the quality when they get it into the tubes. Okay, and I'd heard tell that they handle that by hand in Philadelphia as opposed to West Point, San Francisco. I don't know if I know that or you know that. But the fact is, the Philadelphia Mint becomes what we call conditionally rare. There are very, very, very few mint state 70s. And what you explained is each mint, although they have the highest standards of any mints in the world, have slightly different procedures. And the thing that you said to me, and you can tell everybody here that I loved, is every employee at every mint has a mission and a goal to turn out perfect coins.
They are some of the best manufacturing employees. I used to go to the Philadelphia Mint all the time. I've been through that place backwards and forwards. And the thing that always amazed me was the quality of the craftsmen, both that makes the dies, back when they had the Janvier, now that they're doing pico lasers, the craftsmanship at every level at all of these mints. They take pride in their jobs, and they produce fabulous products, and the quality control is something that the U.S. Mint just won't mess with.
Right, and that's the thing I think that's really important. So the Philadelphia Mint, when you're looking at that with the 70, I mean, because they'd changed things, it might have been a slight blank issue. It might have been literally when they put them in the tubes. You know what I'm saying? It was because they're not used to it.
It could be a press operator that forgot to blow the blank off before they stamped it.
Right.
Something very simple.
It could be something very simple. And they didn't make that many coins. So it's not like they had a chance for trial and error. They had to make, 1 million coins is what? At the Philadelphia Mint, what's a day, 2 days, something like that.
That's not much work.
Yeah, I mean, it goes through just like that. And it's like, boom, those are out the door. We got to go back to making billions of circulating coins, which is their forte. So, Striking Silver Eagles, they're just helping out. They're just a sister mint. Like I said, West Point Mint says, hey, can you help us out? Look, we can squeeze in 1 million coins, get us 1 million blanks and do all that. So for whatever reason, this is the key coin in mint state 70, and that's the price. And what I'm saying is this coin without the highly desirable signature of former Mint Director Ryder can easily be $13.99, $15.99, $16.99 by itself. But as a trio, all 3 hand signed, and this is the thing, we've had you in here for a couple presentations, and every time you look at this, like, okay, 3 of those, I got about 150 sets. Okay, that's another 500 signatures, because that's not photocopied or anything else. Those are actual signatures as well. Which I think is absolutely spectacular, that he takes the time so that every single one of those signatures is absolutely fantastic. The rarity of this set, unprecedented. The fact that it's almost an accidental set, we found out about it after the fact. I think it becomes one of the great mint products, accidental or otherwise, that has been put out by the United States Mint, because it represents both the Philadelphia Mint and the San Francisco Mint and the West Point Mint all in one set, all absolutely perfect, which is really the key. Quantities are limited. Pick up the phone, get yours today.